Ireland are playing a match in the morning, and Hugo Keenan is fit, Jamie Osborne is fit, Robert Baloucoune is fit, Mac Hansen is fit, Tommy O'Brien is fit, James Lowe is fit. If they're all fit, who's your back three?
Oh, Will. Jesus.
All of a sudden, we have options up to our eyeballs. I'm like,
these are all good problems.
Yeah, for so long it was the Keenan, Hansen, Lowe, and it was a phenomenal back three. But now there's a full new back three. Like who you starting?
I don't think you can drop Baloucoune.
I
don't. Or really just the pace. It's just a pace, and then I don't know. I like having the left boot of Lowe. I like that. I like Stockdale's left boot, but I think you've got to have Tommy O'Brien in there. Just for the pace, and like, you get a bit of physicality at him as well. Defense, he put in a few great hits in the weekend. And I think for me, I think it is Keenan back in. Yeah, just by a hair though. It's pretty tight with Osborne, and Hansen. It's fair. Like Hansen is a certainly a live option in there.
I love Hansen. I like the idea of Hansen wearing the 23 jersey as well, by the way. Like, he's such an X-factor player, and he can cover a couple of different positions that I feel like throwing him... we were talking about the back three player not really getting much of a shake when it comes to the 23 jersey. I'd love the idea of throwing him on for 20 minutes when the game is breaking up, and him bringing he can
just go have a free roll, do whatever you want.
And what I like about these options, and to say to someone like Jacob Stockdale as well, who I didn't mention, who maybe is a little further away in my mind than some of the other lads, they're kind of different kinds of players as well. So, like, depending on the assignment or what you want to do, you have different options, which is not something...
Low would be a nightmare. Imagine you're tired and you're kind of going, like, and he brings, he's got that weight and he's got the little bit of footwork and the offloading and the big boot, Yeah, like, sorry, you certainly do have options. I agree with you. Sorry, it's just, I know I cut across you there, but
that's fine.
It's interesting to talk about those options now from a position where we were kind of going, Ireland don't produce. Remember, like last year we were saying Ireland don't produce back three players, and all of a sudden you've got, and then you've got Cunningham up north. Well, looks good. You've got a few guys who are looking pretty tasty. So a few young lads. That look like serious athletes kind of all of a sudden developing. We haven't talked about Nash at all. So yeah, I don't know. All of a sudden we look like we've got a good bit of depth there and pace and power. Like I thought Baloucoune, for all the pace, like he looked strong as well, didn't he? Like, even in the tackle, he had a few good tackles as well.
What did you make of his try? Like, and that set piece, like the Scottish defence were so narrow. Like Blair Kinghorn. Like, what did you make of that? I know you're very hot in defence. I'll be interested.
By McCluskey over the top. First of all, it was McCluskey, wasn't it?
Yeah, McCluskey, and off his bad hand as well.
Yeah, it was a lovely bit of play. Yeah, and good quick decision making. But it was very obvious, really obvious. I thought the wingers, like the Scottish wingers, we talked about the England's defence, but the Scottish wingers are doing kind of some similar stuff at times, just kind of getting caught in no man's land, getting dragged up into positions where the ball carrier still has enough time to get it, like to make a call on it, and change his pass or change. He can go to his second option, which is, for in the England match, it was Jalabert going to his third option, where or maybe his second option was a kick. They're the ones you don't want to be getting drawn up. That's the ones where you need to kind of hold your ground and make sure you can kind of do a bit of everything. But in the modern defenses, it's way more difficult because they're trying to drag you up. So I thought that was some bad defense. Like, they made it very obvious. And then, like, if you're going to do that defense, Will, and you're going to be high, your blindside winger, like Darcy Graham, has got, like, that can't be, you've got to make him do something magic. And he didn't really, he kind of hesitated a little bit, but then he just goes, well, I think I'm just getting there if I pin the ears back. That, you can't be just getting that try. Like Bielbury, maybe you could see maybe doing that to someone go, like, just getting absolutely roasted, right? But to me, you've got to be making him step inside or something, which means you've got to be over earlier and anticipating that kind of issue. So I thought, that's one of those things that won't get talked about in a, probably in an aftermatch. Someone mightn't see that, but I think this week, and if they had another week in the Six Nations, I think the backs coach or the defense coach would say, where, like, I'd love to, I was at the game, so I didn't see where he started from, but clearly he had an issue about his starting position because he's a fast guy and he couldn't make it over in time to make a tackle properly or to be in a strong position to put, because he should have put Baloucoune into touch, really, in my opinion, even though he's not a big guy. He's quick enough to have got there. He just sounds like he didn't start in the right position.
I think he thought Baloucoune was there for the taking. I think that's what he thought.
I don't think he was as quick as he was. Yeah, yeah. There was a bit of that too, but you know,
I was actually referring to his pre-match comment when I said that. I don't think.
Sorry, missed that. But yeah, no, look, it was good on both ends of the ball. Baloucoune to go, oh yeah, because it's a risk to go for that corner rather than stepping back in, you know.
Yeah.
And it was good to see that, and then good strength to finish it. But also, I think like Graham would be, I'd be disappointed if I was Darcy Graham, not making him make a special step, make him do something special to beat you at least, you know, rather than just pin the ears back. It felt a bit too simple to me.